So you want to be a knife maker? Stick around. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Blades. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about those that are budding knife makers. I do get a lot of questions and Q&As about people that are just starting out or would like to be a knife maker. So I'm going to answer some of those questions, but the first thing I would do if I was you is please smash that like button, subscribe, add some comments down below if you are a knife maker or you are a budding knife maker. All right, guys, so the who, what, why, when, and how is very simple. You can actually do a whole lifetime with just those questions, all right? So the who, all right? Who are you making knives for? Now, if you're just a hobbyist, it's no big deal. You can just make one knife and one of. You can get an old file or a rasp and you can make a knife and you're good to go. Who are you making it for? What is your genre? Most people have a genre, so it's either going to be maybe a tactical knife company, it's going to be an outdoors knife company, or maybe a little bit of both. Maybe it's a chef knife company, okay, because I do know that you want to work your geographical location, so that works out very well. Pocket knives are really big in the market depending on how you label them and where you want to send them. So again, pocket knives are a big thing. So the who, it's very, very important to understand the who. Who are you marketing to? All right, guys, the what. What is it that makes your knife or your knives better than anybody else's? Now, again, when you first start out, it's going to be really rough. It's not going to look too good, but what makes your knives better? A lot of times people try to come up with designs that are a little bit crazy, a little bit offhanded. Maybe they look a little bit different, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You could look at YouTube and you can look at a ton of videos where people have made backyard knives out of lawnmower blades, rasps, files, pieces of steel, car spring, and some of them came out beautiful and some of them came out really crappy. Again, if you're looking for a business model, you're going to have to repeat what you have. So make sure that you have the what involved. Make sure what makes your blade better than everybody else's, because it is a business. The when. All right, guys, the when is very simple. When and how much time do you have to dedicate to this business? If it is a business. Again, if it's a hobby, it's no big deal. You do it when you can. I myself work 3 jobs. All right, so I have a full-time job. I make knives, I make holsters, I even do a little bit of sales on eBay. I have a whole family that I have to take care of. So yes, I am always busy. So time is going to be a huge factor. When are you going to have time to go ahead and do all this work? Put it down, get a schedule, work it out with your wife, your friends, your partners, whatever it is. Guys, knife making is not easy. It is a ton of work. You are going to spend a ton of time on your feet. Even if you got everything water jetted and cut out, there is still a lot of labor. You're going to have to put that together in the when. All right, guys, the why. The why, it's pretty simple. Why do you want to make knives? Is it to sell? Is it to just be a hobby? Is it because you have a contract? Is it because you have a desire? Most people, artisans, craft makers, or somebody that has the ability to make things with their hands usually have a feeling for it, usually have their own collection. I myself, I have a ton of knives where I started collecting knives and then figured it was almost easier just to make them and a little bit cheaper. It's sweat equity, so again, it's a little tougher, but you have to realize that this is not an easy task. So please make sure that you are completely dedicated to it. It's not going to be easy, and if you lose motivation and it's no longer a thing for you, how many people are you going to disappoint, including yourself? All right, guys, the how. So the how is, how am I going to put product out? Okay, this has to do with all your tools, your workspace, any type of inventory. Where are you going to put all this stuff? If you're someone that's going to get water jetted, that's great, that's awesome, but where the hell are you going to put all this stuff, okay? You're also going to need a lot of money. You're going to need some capital. So even if you're selling pre-mades or maybe drop ships or whatever your business model is, you still have to be accountable for all that. You're going to have to do all the books. You're going to have to make sure that you have enough money in the bank to buy the steel that that person wants, all right? Make friends with vendors. Make friends with your steel guy, your water jet guy, your supply, your knife supply guy. Okay, see if you can buy things on discount when possible. Okay, also the biggest how is sales. Are you just going to use social media? Social media is great, but you also need a website. You need something to point everything to. If you don't have that going on, if you don't have people that are willing to look for your product, you have to build a brand name. Brand names are very, very difficult. Are you going to incorporate? Are you going to trademark? All right, a lot of things to think about here. And finally, anything that you're going to do worthwhile is going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time, and it might take, in some cases, a lot of money. My suggestion, if you are going to be a knife maker for a business, then go ahead and make a couple knives before you get started, before you incorporate, before you get that website going, okay? See if there's a need for it. See if somebody wants your product. Build a couple of them, sell them online in any capacity that you can, and see if somebody wants them. And if there's a big enough need and you're good enough at it, then I say go ahead, go 100% in. Again, you decide how you're going to work out your schedule, how you're going to work out the marketing and all that good stuff. But I never want to step on someone's toes that's really motivated to do this. It is a great thing to make something with these two hands, and it winds up in somebody else's home for the rest of their lives. So thank you very much, guys. As always, please stay safe. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you want to support this channel, buy a knife, go to 3riverblades.com. Also, check out my Patreon page. Only costs you $1 a month, and you'll watch videos like this before anybody else. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.